Welcome to An Thuong. Welcome to a sunny day today. It's nice and warm. We're gonna take a stroll now and check out latest updates here in the tourist area. And hopefully this mess will be done soon here. This is absolutely crazy how much construction on this street is. So for whoever lives in Dover, I feel very sorry for you. The Dover Street. They're widening the pavement, which is a very nice thing and very good. But at the moment, it's just unlivable here. As you can see here, every single pavement is broken there, and then they will do it like this. So you basically cannot walk here. It's dusty everywhere. And I mean, it has to be done at some point. So this is what they're doing now. I hope it's going to be a beautiful, wide and correctly used pavement. But yeah, I don't want to walk here. It's like the taste of the dust in my mouth. Ugh. I feel like this whole neighborhood is unlivable, but it's just some streets and some apartments is okay. Like Marcus has no issues, he said. And he's also living just one parallel street here. He said there's no construction at the moment around him. And here, no, there are only 2 construction sites, I think. But for here, for example, you cannot even drive by because it's welding, it's called, on the street. So he has to make a U-turn. Usually the streets here are actually very nice to live in because there's a lot of natural shade here to walk. So it's actually very nice. Not that bright apartments probably, but it's also not always something good to have a lit apartment. What is this? Jewelry atelier. Interesting. So you could do jewelry here. Maybe I'm gonna take my gallbladder stones and make jewelry here and sell it as merch. That's my goal anyways, because I have to sell the 152 stones and get back the money for the hospital. That is the goal. That is the goal at some point. That would be so funny. Every YouTuber selling some merch, I'm selling gallstones. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gemstones produced by me in my body. They look similar like this wooden bracelets. The wooden bracelets with the wooden balls. I think agar wood balls bracelets. That's how it looks. So if you see me being in the gemstone business, you know what I'm doing. Oh, that would be great. What a great story that would be. It still somehow feels low season vibe. So the main Western tourist season is over, I would say. It's the same like in Thailand at the moment, it's low season there. Here, it's not low season because domestic tourism is very high at the moment. And of course, there are a lot of different countries living here longer, like Russians, for example. Then this is also, but it's not tourism, you know. So I would say, I feel like the tourism is down, and also the seasonal tourism, like the 3 months to 6 months people who stay usually at the best time of the year, it's also over, I would say. And I actually heard it now a few times from business owners who tell me that as well. Numbers are down. But generally, last weekend was probably the busiest hotel occupation-wise. So now I feel like it can only go down now until the low season, probably in December, the lowest low season because of the bad weather. But who knows? Who knows? I think a lot of people still gonna snowbird here because it's not hot and it's still very affordable. I think it's the cheapest time of the year to find anything or to be here, I guess. So I guess there will still be people snowbirding here. And it's still 20 degrees and occasional rain. It's still better than 0 degrees Celsius and always rain. It's a huge difference, I think. But for me personally, I actually like the winter in Hanoi more. Because then it's a little bit more cold, so you can actually wear long pants and maybe a hoodie. Here it's like, oh, okay, you know what? I take it back. Marcus said, this is Marcus and his neighborhood. He was like, oh, Sammy, I don't know. It's so good this month. There's no construction around me. Check this out. They're drilling deep holes. It means it's gonna become something bigger. So yeah, I guess I stay with my latest it's too loud here at the moment. And I'm used a lot, but look at this beautiful car. This is amazing. It's so rare to see. So rare. You can hear some noise here as well. Let's check out the street here. I thought actually this street would be finished, but somewhere it's jackhammering. Huh. But sometimes they finish things and then they have to redo it again because they don't work properly. And then, you know, this is all the time. Like, I think everyone with construction, they always have to redo things. And because I feel like construction workers here, they just do it and then hope no one will say something, and then someone says something or not, you know, and then they have to redo it again. Or they don't, the smallest thing, what is like the typical work-wise mentality here on construction sites, and all kinds of interior things, what I also experienced, and I also heard from several people, including David and Tommy and 2 more Germans, but I heard about that and I felt it myself. For example, they don't put any tape on anything to secure during paint works. If you do some painting on the walls, they never clean. First of all, they never work properly and clean, but they also never tape anything. So they work very, very dirty, and then another company comes and cleans it. So for the economy, it's good because instead of just doing it one time right, you produce a job for another one. It's actually, yeah, it's a beautiful thing maybe, right? It's good for the economy, but I cannot understand. And then it's never, the people who have to clean it afterwards, they don't clean it good enough that it is actually how it should be before the paint job was done, if that makes sense. So this is a huge thing you have to be taken care of. I think a construction company who actually works clean and neat, I think they would become billionaires here. So if you're in the construction site, maybe come to Vietnam, open up a company and teach the people the right way to do interior and exterior. I think exterior is pretty okay. I'm not 100% sure. But that would be a good thing, especially in Da Nang. I think in the north and south, I think they work a little bit better. But here, because there's so much boom, I think there's also a lot of people who are not trained at all. So I don't think you cannot have physically 100,000 painters or 100,000 electricians, right? So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fast tracking going on in the industry here. And then you see it. There will always be some cracks in the wall. There will always be some small minor things that are just like avoidable before that. And I think people who learn the occupation or the job, who learned it from like a proper way, they're doing it right. And then I'm always like, some of those hotels I reviewed, they have so good sights inside. Everything is so nice, and I'm wondering how many people had to overlooking everything and supervising correctly. Because I think there always has to be like a construction team, and then there has to be an enforcer. That's what I'm learned from David. And then also, I think there should be another one who checks on the enforcer. And I think if you build something, you should definitely invest a lot of money into someone who's micromanaging everyone, or micromanaging the micromanager. And I think this is the only way. Like, just close your eyes and hope it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. And dangerous sometimes, you know. The funniest thing, the first night we came and slept in the new apartment, we put on the lights, and the electrician completely went off. Not only the safety thing, but everything went off. So we had to go back and sleep again in the old apartment. So never, if you're planning to move in, be prepared to get a hotel or have an overlapping time on your old place. I can guarantee you it will not happen on the time they promise you to do that. So now you know a lot about construction sites. But yeah, it's very interesting for me then. Now I see everything a little bit differently. Now I'm also looking into all those new places, and when it's nicely done, I know how much work got into that. Wow, it's gonna be looking very good. They're also late. They're also I think 2 months late. But it's gonna look very nice. I feel for the owner. Istanbul Gourmet. That's basically the same owner and the same place, but just a little bit more high-end, and no kebab, guys. But they have lahmacun. This is also going to be super interesting, because this is going to be like a high-end, very nice-looking place. I'm wondering how it really looks like at the end. It's going to be bushy and stylish, and there's some renderings outside. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for about next year. I think next year is going to be very, very nice. Especially with this being done, probably. I'm pretty sure it's going to be done. There's going to be so many options, guys. Crazy. But this is also interesting here. This place looks, it was actually new when I came here the first time. And now it's also a little bit rusty outside. Huh. This one. The thing is, one thing I would always recommend you not doing, lean against those, I don't know what it's called, this rusty thingy. Don't lean against this. I would not recommend you, because it's just normal physics. And if you're close to the beach and there's no maintenance, those things are rusting and you see it under it here. And I wouldn't trust that this is gonna not fall off if you lean against it with your 250 pounds. English breakfast. Ooh, nice. This is such a big question mark for me. I really like it. I like the layout and everything, but it's always empty, so I'm a little bit worried to go there and eat. Coffee I had a few times. But yeah, this is a little bit of a round tour here in the An Thuong area, how it looks right now and how it sounds. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out this video here, and see you in the next vlog. Also, I'm very happy they're still open.